5 dots. No idea what that means, but you're going to find out. So, let's have a look at this first one. Okay. Okay. This might be what my preview image was all about. Okay. 1, 1, 2, and 2. Do you have to do the first... Yeah. So that's only 1. But do all the 1 dots, then do all the 2 dots. That's strongly suggesting. And then the heat death universe. It's too warm. Look at that. It's got to be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. You watch as this doesn't work. So that does obey that one. I think that means touch all the dots. All the dots are being touched. All the dots are being touched. But now they're being touched in numerical order. Okay. I'm assuming... Okay, you don't have to go through all the squares. You just... Ah! Oh, it's a spiral! Spiral, 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 spiral. Not if I do that, it's not. Spiral. Spiral. Okay. We could do this. It's much easier than last week. Okay, this... What's... Oh, the 4s have gone cheekily in the middle. Okay, so it's a spiral that you then go back on yourself on to do. Okay, yeah. Could do this. This is too simple. This is going to be it's got to get a lot harder than this. Fine. Could do that. Very doable. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go through all the dots is obviously the first one. Go through all the dots in numerical order must be the second one. 1 to that, and that is I think the my. We're getting close to 3. I have no idea what that means, Sean. But yes, it's all very okay. 1, 1, 2, 2. Interesting. Well, that's not fair. Is it? Oh, is it going to be 1, 2, and then start again? Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 4. I don't quite know why that's the rule, but there we go. Moving on. 1, 2, 3. Ah, counting! Interesting. So there isn't a 1 there, but it wanted me to do it. So you have to go through all the dots, and there isn't a dot there. So, but you had to go. Okay. So you must go through that one in number 5. Okay. So even if there aren't dots there, you must go through that one on that number. Sean asking the existential questions. So we've got to hit there in 4 and hit there in 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would it have also accepted that? It would. Okay. So hit there in 5, hit there in 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice! 3 levels done. 6 minutes in. Hey! It's going to go... Interesting. I've got an idea. In this one, there was 1 square after it. In this one, there was 2 squares after it before we hit another dot. Is it going to be that? So there, we hit 1 square. 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 And I bet that doesn't work because we hit 2 squares after it. So if I do that doesn't work. Okay, good. So you have to hit exactly that number of squares after you hit the dot. So hit the 2, need to do 2 squares. Hit the 2, 2 squares, hit the 2, 2 squares. Okay. 1. Oh, so that one's last. So you have to do the 2 first, and then the 3 dots, and then that and the 1. Nice! That's a fun puzzle. I like that one. Especially as I think that grid has already come up at least once, and for the other puzzles it's just go 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, oh no, that 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way we can get from 4 to 3. So that 3's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. How do we get... Is that 3 last? Not 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that 4 has to go to... So then there's 2. Okay, let's do that the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's the 1, and then there's the 2, and then there's 3 after that. Nice! Foxy, it's on my list of games to play. The Looker is what you're talking about. It's on my list of things to play. Okay. Okay. So that 2 can go to there, which goes to that 1, which goes to that 2. So that 5 is probably first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get this 5. But I've immediately not left enough squares for that 5. There's nowhere I can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But of course that cuts off that 2. I can't go up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, okay, fine. Let's start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. So there are 25 squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 of them have got dots in, which means that there are 18 that don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there are 18 squares that we have to do. So that means every square will be used in this puzzle. Was it any good, Foxy? Would you recommend that I do it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That feels like the ending to me. So if I start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 2 is a bit of a problem. Okay, Hollow's got to solve for this. So that can add up to there. That can go to there. That can go to there. So it's just finding a 5 that works for this. It's only a couple of hours, right? If it's funny, then I'll give it a go. It's this 5. I can't work out what to do with this 5. Because this 2 will tack onto there, that 1 will tack onto there, and that 2 will tack onto there. So I'm left with this group of 6, but this 5 is in an irritating place. You have this 5 last. Oh yes, of course, I could go down there. Oh, you do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Oh, there we go! There you are. So there's 2 squares after that, 1 after that, 2 after that, 1, 2. There we go. Bing! And that was it. 5, 5. Interesting that also is acceptable. That is, as well as that. That obeys one rule. That obeys the other rule. And that obeys both rules. This is a square 2 away from it. There's a square 1 away from it. So square 2 away from that. Don't touch the squares. Do not touch the squares on this one. Interesting. So I'm assuming that these 2 is this one, those 2, and that is that one. And you just have to connect them all together. I'm assuming that's what's going on. So there's a 4 and a 1. Let me just go back. So there's 1 and it's 1 square away. It's 2. But there's only... Oh, no. No, it's... Look at the negative space. This is a square of 1. This is a square of 2. There's a 1 there and there's a 2 there. Okay, so we need a 4 there and a 1 here. So if I make it that as a 4 and that as a 1, then if I do that, there we go. So we sequester them into spaces with that number of squares. Okay. Uh, well, there's... Okay, and there can be more than one square. If they're the same, they could be the same thing because they both obey that rule. Okay. So we've got a 1, so we know we're going to have to completely surround that. Yes, which one? Good evening, David. Which one? Is it Akari? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? I've certainly attempted puzzles like this in a magazine before. So that is going to have to go around there, and then round there, and there. That will work. Because you've got the 4, the 2, the 1, and the 5. Oh. That's not going to work how I thought it was going to work. Okay. Oh, that's a fun one. Oh, yep, got it. It's this. Because that's a set of 9 and that's a set of 9. That's a fun one. Oh, don't say that, Hollow. I thought I was doing really well, but if it's easy... So that's that. Ooh, that's going to be about directions, isn't it? 5, 6... I've got an idea on this one already. 1 square implies one side of it needs to be touched, which is like... Not Pathfinder. Shinkansen. Slitherlink. 2 of these have to be touched. Yes. I think I've hit on it. So all 4 need to touch, and I'm assuming that would also work. Yep. So we need to touch... It's like we've gone back to Temetsi. So 3 sides need to touch. This is Slitherlink. We've got into Slitherlink now. 3 need to touch, and 2 for each of the others. So that's not going to work. Nurikabi. That is 2, 2, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Okay. 4, so we know we're going all the way around on this. So that is the 1 there that is taken into consideration, and that's the other 2. There we go. 3, 3, 3, 2, which you can say to the tune of Beethoven's Fifth. 3, 3, 3, 2. Oh, good luck, Sean. Good luck. 2, 3, and that feels good to me when I get there. What have I not done? 1, 3. Oh, there's 4 on that one. Oh, so just start here instead. No, 3, 2, 3, and 2. Darn, there's 2 on this one. So, oh, well, that's irritating. Let's start there then and do... Oh, but we need 3 there. Okay, so let's start over here. So that's 3, and that's 3. And that will be 3, and then there's 2. There we go. Oh! Ooh. Oh, no. I'm assuming no touchy the squares. No touchy the squares. Oh, would that work? That'll work. Okay. How many levels are in this one? We're up to 10 already. Sometimes there's only about 7 or 8, but this one there's obviously at least 11. 2 on each of these. So if I go around the outside, that's 1. And then I just need to go sort of round the inside and get a second. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Good. I doubted myself there, but it was a lovely spiral pattern. Ah. Harder with this one. There's only 2 on this. This 3 here is quite tricky, isn't it? Right, so these 2 have to be done because there's a minimum of 1 of these. So if when you go in there, oh no, it could be sort of no, you'd have to go around there. So we're going to have to go through around all the corners. Okay, so that means we're going to start or finish here. So that is 3. So we've done 1 there. So if we're doing that. So we've done 3 for that one and 3 for the one in the top left. But this is a problem here. This corner. That's just all kinds of nope. So how does that work? So that's 3, 3, 3. 1 there. So the only one that we haven't done is the top middle, which has only got 1. So can I reverse this? No, because I only get 2. No, that will. How are we doing for that? So there's 3 on that one. Only 2 on the next one, though, so I will need to do that. 3 on that one, 3 on the top middle, 3 on the top right. Oh, that's no good, though, for this one, is it? What if I'm going about this all wrong? What if it's more like this? I mean, it isn't this because the middle right one there only has 2, but we've got 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. So it's only this one is wrong. Any thoughts, anyone, about where I should start? But I feel like I'm pretty close. These 2 are the difficult ones. Because we absolutely have to go around these. Oh, that's a good point. I don't need to. That's a really good point. I don't need to. Look, I could do that, and that will satisfy both of them. So that's going to come into play, I think, because I don't think it could be done if they're in separate regions. No, hang on. That's a previous puzzle, wasn't it? That was a previous puzzle. Wow, getting my things mixed up. Okay. Okay, so. Wow. So we've got 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1. Let's start in here because I can come back to that and do that. So that's 3, and that is 3. Yeah, we're gonna need more than. Yeah, it's just gonna fall down there. Or is it? Because I can finish up there, of course. Because now I. Right, Hollow, where should I start? If this is row 1, row 2, row 3, and that's column 1, column 2, column 3. Give me a start point. Indeed, Neil. Row 1, column 4. So that's not terrible. That satisfies everything except for this top middle. And I can do that. But that only gets us to 2 for that one. Row 1, column 4, and down. Well, I can't go down because I'll touch those squares. I've got 3 there, 3 there, 3 there, 1 there, 3 there, 2 there. So I do need to keep on going down. Go 1 further to the right when you start. Okay. Whoops, 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 whoops. So that, everything on the right hand side is satisfied there. But if I can't go up here because this will also touch that one. Good evening, Jim. So go on further right. I'm going to start back up. Okay. Yes. Yes. Because that is the 3 now they're done. Oh, no. And now... No, the corner. But I can't go up here because then this will touch... That will be a second one touching this. Interesting. Can't go up there. That's not quite right. How is that? We're still missing. Is that right? Yes. There we go. Which I think is what you were saying, Hologrow. It's just I was being a muppet. There we go. 5, 6, all neatly done and dusted. 5, 7. I mean, no. Interesting. So I don't know what the rule is yet. There is something of length 2. Like, I mean, this is really length 3. There's 3 squares involved, but it's to go from there to there to there to there is a length of 2. A length 4. What? What? And any direction like the previous ones. 4. Okay, that one is interesting. That. And yet I can't tell you why I've done that, but I know it's that. Oh. Oh. Ha. Right. It's one of the 4 corners is occupied. 2 of the 4 corners around it is occupied. All 4 of the 4 corners are occupied. 2 of the corners are occupied. 3 of each of the corners are occupied. 3 of those, 2 of those, each of the others. Okay, so one of these is occupied. It's going to be this one because that's got 4. 3 of those. So it's going to be it's going to be that, and that. There we go. So it's the number of corners. Hooray! Okay, what are we doing? Definitely. That. Yes. That will work. Cool. That corner for those, that corner for those, this and this, this and this. Okay. No, does that, oh no, because okay. So it is, so it should be that. Yes, that one is that one. That one serves that and that. This one serves that and that. That serves that. Many corners. Okay, well, both of these are occupied. And then 3. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, no, no, let's not do that. But we know we've got 4 of those, so it's neither of those. So it's all 3 of these. So I think it's got to go like... that. No, because it fails right at the end. So let's just go all the way down there and then do that. Oh no, because so we get that. Oh, how do we get this 3? That's my question. That is my question. Let's work backwards. So we've got the 3 here, 3. The 3 is going to be that. So it's definitely these 4. So it's that. That feels good. Oh, actually, maybe this is right. So we've done all 3 corners there. Oh, no. So what haven't we done? We haven't done the bottom left 2. How close was it? I just need to not do that because of course there's that there. So that one has 3 in the top left. Middle left has 3. Then there's 2. That one has 4. That one has 3. That one has 3. That one. I think this is right. Hooray! Right, last one. Let's do. So at least one of those has to be. So let's say it's that and that, and then that, and oh no. Oh, this is a tricky one, you know. Let's go all the way around the outside on that, and then we get that. And then we can do... how do I do that one? Because that then... oh, that bit there we go. I think that would work. So I've got 2, and then 3, and then 2, and then 1. And then another 1, 2. Yeah, here we go. Yes! I'm enjoying these levels mainly because I could do them. 5, 8. Okay. Negative space. There's 1 in each, but we've already had that rule. We've had that rule, but now there's 4 rules that we need to obey. So we're probably going to combine previous rules in some way. Don't touch the squares. That feels like a rule. But we have obeyed one of them. Don't know what we have obeyed. That also works. So it isn't give that a 1, give that a 2, give that a 3. It's not touch 1, then 2, then 3. Is it to do with corners or... Because that's a nice 1, that's a nice 2, that's a nice 3. 1, 2, 3, in that order. Get them in the right order. That obeys 2 of the rules. So one of the rules is don't touch the squares. It's going to be one of these. What? Is it always vertical? So that 2 and that 1, they just merge? Because that's a vertical one. Can't be vertical because... no, it can't be vertical. So what is going on there? Neil Moo thinks they have it. Curse you, Neil. Curse you. That obeys 3 of the rules. So I split it into 3 areas. A 4, a 2 and a 6. But it's not quite right. What? I mean, that's unbelievable that I've managed to fluke that, but what? I mean, it's that shape but rotated. The 4 was a square, but now it's an L. You can't obviously make an L with 2 or with 1, so is it always an L? No, because we had straight lines with the 3s. Okay. Interesting. Why? Why? I mean, I'm getting the paths right, but I don't know why. I'm not going to get this one. I can't get this one. If I had a guess, it would be that. No, it wouldn't, because that's not the right number of squares. It would be the same, but with the right number of squares. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1. No, that's not right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know this one. So, you could summarize the rule in 2 words. Interesting. I mean, there's always 2 that are added together there. There's 2 that are added together in each of those. 3 and 3. Oh, hang on. They're all equal, aren't they? 3 and 3. They're all equal. Okay. So equal negative spaces. You need 4 and 4. So I need to... I need to do... Oh, not that. All that. I need to do 2 sets of... Let's start here instead. Oh no. Oh yeah, definitely not that. There we go. That's better. So that's that set of 3, and then that is that set of 3. But I'm now left with an extra 1, which is irritating. So how do I deal with that? Equidotti. It's a good name for a James Bond film. So I know what's going on. It's just making it work. Let's try. Don't like this. Too many right angles going on. The 2 and the 1 have to combine. So it's either that, or that. It doesn't actually matter because the puzzle will flip. Oh no, it's a 6x5 grid, not a 5x5 grid. So there probably is one way that it works and probably one way that it doesn't. Let's start there. Let's start here. Too many right angles. Well, maybe the fact that I'm leaving a 3 is sort of okay. Let's find out. Oh dear, except for the fact that I haven't. Okay, that's... this is going to work. There we go. There's a 3 and there's a 3. Yay! Woot woot! 5, 9. Okay. Interesting. So you could do that or that. So is it going to be the Slitherlink again? Can't be, it's too simple. No touching the squares, but that does obey the second rule. So no to that side, but yes to that side. What? Is there a certain order in which... So this means you've got to have one of the 4 sides filled in. But is there a certain order in which they must get filled in? That's my next question. Okay. I mean... Oh, very much no. No, absolutely no. I don't have it at all, GM. I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. Not a clue. Let's look at the next one. I'm going to have a hint on this one, I think. Not yet. Going to get there. What have we got after this? This, I can do that, or that. That both work. But the game is strongly saying do that. That's one region. This one. Also do it on the right. Did it? Does work upside down as well. Okay. But it has to be on the right hand side. What? I mean, is it just the number of squares to its right that it wants filled in? So it's this? No. It is the number of squares to its right that is filled in. So that's got 2 squares to its right that's filled in. That's got 1 square to its right that's filled in. Redonkulous. Okay. Okay. So I was very close with that one. 1, 2. Oh, 3. We'll have to... oh. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So we need to do all these 3. It's going to be like that. There's 1 to its right, 2 to its right, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So we know there's neither of those is, because both of these are. both of these are. So this is where the drawing functionality of Tametsu would be really useful here. I know it's got to be those 3 or those 3, but anyway, at least 3 of those. And both of those, but none of those, and neither of those, and both of these. It's because it's got 4 there. Yeah, there you go. That's a simple logic puzzle there. 4, 4, 3, 4. Fine, let's start at one of the 3s. And there we go. 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3. Yay! And look, I'm enjoying this world. This world 5. Last one before the cheeky one is about to come along. But let's have a look at 510. I mean, okay. I don't believe it's whatever it is to the right for a second. But it still works. Works on the left-hand side, though. Does it work on... It does work on the left-hand side. Does it work across... Oh, my God. I mean, everything works. Could be anything. Does it work here? Don't touch the square. Is it just the number that touches it? It's just because there's one touching that. There's one touching that, but I swear we've done that rule already. Ha. Well, that has proven that absolutely useless. Interesting. Very interesting. Why has that worked? Will it work if I do this? No. But it will work if I do that. Is it there are 2 distinct segments along horizontally? There's one distinct segment there, there's one distinct segment there. Oh, but it also worked vertically in these 2. So maybe, maybe not. We definitely need more information. I mean, how on earth? Ding! So we know it's not a single square. Whatever's going on is not a single square. But your guess is as good as mine. Shaunahan says, you could do it with a single tiled. Oh, and this one. Interesting. No, it's not top right. So, Shaunahan wants me to try. This one has imprinted itself on Neil Mew. Try U turned to the left, starting above the 2 dots. When you mean turn to the left, do you mean... So like that? Or like... whoops, like that? Or like a proper U, or do you mean like that? And then starting above the 2 dots is now, that's what you were saying. Going right past the 1. It was worth a shot, wasn't it? So, I mean, it would help to know if I knew what was going on here. I did... That also works. That also works. That also works. There's... Okay, this is interesting. So this 2 to the right of that is that square. So we had to hit it. Is that all it's saying? We did, but we did. But that doesn't... Oh! So it's... We need to hit a square 2 away from it. So we need to hit a square 2 away from this and 1 away from that. So... There. So we need to hit a square 3 away from this. So there. That's probably too close for that. And no, there we go. 3 away from there, 2 away from there. There we are. So we need to hit... so wait, that's that done. I'm assuming... Is that too close? Well, that should work. Because that's 2 away from there, 2 away from both of these, and 2 away from there. Diagonals do not count. So we start there, and go up to there, and go to there. Hooray! Diagonals do not count for a change. Right, cheeky question mark time. Okay, what is going on here? And what is that weird thing in the middle all about? What? Oh no. That's new. So we've got to touch 2 circles, and we have 2 squares. Now, what does this square mean? We just have to go through it, right? So, unless, of course, I also have to go through 1. Which would be that. So why are we getting that? Why are we getting the path that we're drawing in this? In this first one, it was just that. When it has to go through that square. So do I have to get my path to go through those 2 squares? Which, if I do that, it does. So we've obeyed 3 rules there. We've obeyed all 4 rules on this one, which I think start in a circle, end in a circle. Start in a circle, end in a circle. First one is start in a circle, next one is end in a circle. Don't know what this 4th one is yet. Oh, that's interesting. We're obeying whatever the last rule is. We're obeying it. But not that time. It's don't touch the square. This 4th rule is don't touch the square. So we need to start in a circle and end in a circle. We must not touch this square. But I assume the white path we draw has to go through it. Which that has done. But I've touched the square if I've done that. Yeah, okay, so it's not that we can't touch the squares, it's we need to go through these squares here. Good evening, Little David. So, I need to start in a circle. I need to go through both this square and that square in the top left, and then I need to finish in a circle. What's rule number 4? I did say what it was, and I did work it out. But what was it? Rule 3 is in the square, the white line needs to go through the square. Just check that I can't go outside or touch any of the circles here, just in case there's any shenanigans. Okay. Right angle. There's a right angle turn in that square. Is that it? That there's a right angle turn in this square? So therefore, when I get here, I now need to turn. Because there's a right angle there and a right angle there. Shenanigans! So rule 1, definitely start in a circle. Rule 2, definitely finish in a circle. Rule 3, the white line in that top left square in this instance needs to go through the little mini squares. Rule 4, what do those squares actually mean? Because we got one square here, and it meant something in the previous ones. Oh yeah, that's not a right angle, is it? So what does that one square mean? Once I get that one square meaning, we'll be off. That doesn't work. Let me just check. That doesn't. Oh yeah, of course it doesn't obey that. So we can go through more than 2 circles. It doesn't mind that, I think. Or is it go through exactly 2 circles? Is that what? That can't be rule 4. Is that going to be rule 4? Okay. Do people agree with me? But that is what rule 4 is. Oh, it's not starting in there. So, going through that. I mean, why does that not work? Oh, I also have to... Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I think I also have to visit the square with it in. But no. What is that 4th rule? Can I have a hint, please? I'm now asking for a hint. Entrances and exits. So in this one, that's fine. That's fine. So in this one, I can only get... Oh, do I need to... So I was always... But then I haven't visited this one. But I don't have to... Let's try... that. So I'm always trying to... I'm going to have a look at the next one. Oh, we're getting double bubble. Whoops. What is the 1 about? Got 1 square in there. Because we've got 3 in this next one. Is there going to be 4 in the next one? No, there's a 1 and a... Hello. Hello. Level 1, I've done that. Oh, goodness. And that's done that in this one. Well, I'm glad that I've zoomed ahead just to have a look. Because that's level 3. And in level 3, I've done that. Ah. So this is level 5. Puzzle 5. And then it does that. Oh my sweet lord. And then we get that. Oh. Okay, so this is 8, 9, and oh, it's a 6. Okay, an 8. Oh my goodness! So I know. I think I know what I've got to do. We've got a 9. This is a 3D puzzle. We're seeing layers. We're seeing floors of a puzzle, and we have to go through all the ones to start off with. But when we do there, that's now actually taking us up a floor to this floor. I really want that to take us to the next one. So that's now taken us to level 4. But then, you sort of see what I'm getting at, in that I feel like we've got to solve all 9 of these simultaneously. So actually we've got to hit this one first before we go through any 2s. So we've got to go there. But then how do we get to number 1? Because if we come back down to this, we're going to require an entrance and exit. So that's these 2. Am I on the right sort of lines, GM? Just a rough sort of that I need to be. I need to hit all the numbers from 1 to 9 in order. So I now need to hit the other 1. So I sort of need to traverse through the levels to get there. That's my idea. Is it the rough sort of idea? To work out rule 4, use 5-1 and 5-2. I can't! 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 I mean, that L shape, mind you, that is also obeying it. Everywhere I touch appears to be obeying it aside from that one, so we have to not touch that square. But that doesn't really explain the rest of the rules, so it's not just that. There's more going on. So we're left with that as 1. And then that 1, where is the level with 1? So it gives us that there. So does that mean we have to do that? And then sort of... Very much stuck at the moment, so... I'm just not spotting what I can be doing differently in this level at all. I don't know how to... I don't know what to ask for a hint. I know I need a little bit of a nudge, but I don't want that much of a nudge. I mean... Oh yeah, so 4 can't be don't touch the square because I'm touching it in this one. So a small nudge, please. Sorry to be asking for nudges. Like a starting point on this one would be good. Start at the bottom circle for this puzzle. Okay. Is that the only solution? Well, that's not going to work. That appears to be the only solution. Okay. So there's 2 around that. So we've touched 3 of the corners. There's 2 unbroken lines there. They're both broken there. This too must relate to this pattern in some way. You know, this hasn't given me the rule, but it's something to do with how that looks around here. I'm aware there's sort of 2 levels that you have to solve this puzzle on. The actual drawing the line level, and then drawing the white line level as well. I can also use that. Okay. But I know that there could be up to 8 squares later, so what is that about? Because there's really 25 in here. I mean, that lies on that path once. That does cross it twice, but that doesn't feel like that's a good thing. So I've got a 1 and a 3 going on here, but the rule from the previous one has carried forward. What does that mean? That in itself is an interesting quandary. I probably can't solve this because the level 3 is wrong. Quandaries upon quandaries, that's definitely wrong. Entrances and exits. You think that's a hint, do you? Do you? So there's got to be 3 entrances and exits or something? Why is there 2 here and not 1? Why is this 1 and why is the other one 2? Is it the number of times that the macro and the micro cross? So here this sort of crosses 1, 2 times. Is that what we're doing? I don't think it does. Now that 2 is correct, that's still right. That's still right. I mean, those align once. There's sort of 2 crossings. So is that what I need to do? Sort of get it. Start in a circle and end in a circle. Oh, I thought that was going to work. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's 4. I need 1 fewer cross. There's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They do. Yeah, okay. It does also start and end on the line. That also starts and ends on the line. That doesn't. It was the circle, wasn't it? That does. That starts and ends on the line. Do they all have to start and end on the line as well? Yeah, that's there, that's there. So, therefore, I would want to start and finish on these 2 horizontal ones and do something in the middle. I mean, that felt quite good. I mean, why doesn't that work? Why did it not form a line either? Okay, so I have to go through the things. Start and end on a line. It's a sort of... There's no line down there at the moment. Yeah, another hint, please, if possible, but I don't know how you hint it. Something to do with the combination of the macro and the micro. I do know that, but it's the exact nature of the beast. That's what turned on those squares. I need to do that. Look at the last 2 things you said. What are rules 1 and 2? Start in a circle and end in a circle, and trying to think of another hint. What was the one before that? Entrances and exits. That's not a helpful hint, because I don't really know what's going on. Okay, that was so close. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that anyway. That ends on a thing. I'm gonna need something up here. Okay, is it? But then... I will do that. Doesn't change it. 1 can be a few things, and 2 is the same. They're not interacting in that way. No. So where should I start on this third level? I'm going to start here. This is the proper pace of the stream. This is the lovely glacial pace that we're all accustomed to. I'm sort of noticing something, but then there's just going to be this, and this, which is just not going to... Which I swear I will have done. Start left, go up, right, right. Up, right. Right, what's the next two moves, please? What? Okay. And the start and finish do end sort of on that line? So is it that? Start and finish end on that line. Is that what it is? Okay. So start and finish end on that line. Okay. So but we're now... But that can't be, because we've already got one here, and one here, one here. So unless I just go all the way around. Whoops. But I have to activate them, of course. Or maybe I now need... Okay. So level, this is level 5, okay. So I have... That doesn't work for a couple of them. Okay, so that works. And then... I need to go across on that one. That's not quite right because of number 5. Whoops, for 3, so let's have a quick look at 3. Take a look. Take a what direction the light... Take a... not sure what that means. It's just it's going through there, which is sort of what this is doing. So I know I need to go through that one that way, and that one through there and there. And however I enter one of these is however I must do the other one, which isn't possible on this one. Of course that's not going to work, because I now need to finish up there. Okay, so yeah. That should work. Oh, I see. So that's the entrance. Yeah, I'm sort of getting it. So I should now really take a look at 8 and 9. Now, why are 6 and 7 the same? Because there's a 6 here and a 7 here. Okay. Oh no, they're all independent. They're all dependent. Okay, but at least there's no 1, 2, 3s and 4s going on. Okay. So whatever I do for one, I must do for the other. Why have you not worked? That in theory should work, right? Okay. So 6 now needs to go down. So I need to come in there and go out there. So that is that. Which doesn't work. So let's just say that it's like that for everything, for all of them. Except that's not going to work, is it? Because it's that's so cheeky. Okay, so 6 I'm saying is there to there. 7 7 is going to be this way. Oh, what did I do? Okay. 7 is going to be that way. So 9 yeah, that's so I need to go through that way and through that way. And then through that way, which is impossible. Oh, this is mean. This is mean. Okay. Whew. So for 6 is going to be that. Start there, go there. So that means that in 6 I have to start here. Except I've done different things there and there, which I cannot do. Right. What was the button to? Was it right click? No. Q, tab, control, shift, backspace. There we go. Okay. I feel like 6 needs to do that and 7 needs to do that. So if I do that, then what has that told us? What has that told us about 9? That has told us it's from here to here. Does that work? Yes, it does. So that's 7, which is going from here to here at the moment. Where is 7? So 7 is not quite right. 7 needs to be that. Is that right? I'm having a lot of trouble with the articulating of the rule, but because there's a square here and an end there, it starts here and ends there. That's what I'm getting it. I'm understanding it. It's just really difficult to explain. So this starts there, ends there, so I need to go through it in that direction. That starts there, ends there, so I need to go through it in that direction. It starts there, ends there, so I've got to go through it in that direction. So it's all about where you start in each of these 4 circles and where you end. And it's just, so for 7, if I start here and I'm ending here, that means that in all the 7s, wherever they pop up, I will need to start here and end here. So that's 7 means start here, end here, and that doesn't work. I need to start here and end there for 7. So I need to start here and end there for 7. So that for 9, it's start there and end there, which I have done. For 8, for 6, so it's got to be 6. It's got to be either start here, end here, or start here, end here. Which I think this will work. Let's start here, end here. And then I am in need of 8, which should be that, or that. Woo! Those were 4 very intricately connected levels. Very intricately. But I understood what was going on, but I still... How would you explain it? I mean, entrances and exits is a really good way of explaining it if you understand what that means. But I have absolutely no way how to articulate that, but I know what was going on. I have understood. Now I'm going to run... Hang on. So that one's worked. They haven't all worked. Famous last words. Okay. So do I just need to do that again? No. So 8 has worked. 8 has now not worked. They are all interconnected. So let's put you back there. Put you back there. But now this one is right. So 6. It's all about just working out. It's all about working out where you start and where you end. That's right. Yes. 7 is not right. 8 is not right. 9 is not right. Darn it. So 9. 9. You must start in the... 9 is these two. And that's what I've got. So it's just flipping the coin on both sides. See, that one's now correct. So let me flip this coin. We've got a series of binary choices here. It's just... it's just working out which choices I need to swap. There we go. Those last 4 puzzles so mean, but we have done it, and in an hour and a half. Darn it! We did so well. Did the first 10 levels in an hour, and then that last one was quite a mind truck. Cool. We're going to start on level or world 6 in a second, which is represented by this squiggle. But first of all, what have I got coming up? Well, tomorrow I'm doing 2 more cryptic crosswords. The temperature's not too bad today and tomorrow. The really hot stuff is going to be next week, sort of Monday, Tuesday is where it's looking like. It was looking like Saturday, Sunday, but it's been pushed back now. So it's looking like tomorrow should be cryptic crosswords, and then next week, Puzzle Box 7, and then more understanding or lack of. But those ones very much if it's not too hot. We don't take the heat well in this country. We really don't. Right. 6-1. No touchy the triangles. Start in a circle, end in a square. Don't touch the triangles. And rule number 4, whatever that is. So what was it? Square to circle. And don't touch the triangles. Oh, interesting. Only have 1 zone left over. No touchy the triangles. I mean, yes. Doesn't like that, though. Doesn't like that. I've got an idea about what might be going on, but it's... Well, Okay. That is a very specific answer there. There's no other options it can be. Can that go there? It doesn't like that. It has to do that. So, not sure why. Yeah. I mean, multiples of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. No. 1, 2, 1. I mean, that is multiples of 3. That's 2. That's a 1. But why that? Well, maybe, Gio. I feel like it's something to do with the turns. We've not done anything with any turns at all yet, and the turns seem to be quite important. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 turns in that. 1, 2, 2 turns in that. Is it an even number? 2 turns in that. 2 turns in that. Is it an even number of turns? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I were to put it there, would it also work? No, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put it there, that also doesn't work. Put it there, also doesn't work. So I found the right thing in one go. Digital David has maybe got. Whoops. I feel like I'm taking big sweeps, so it's sort of, it's always no 2 turns following each other. But no, there's 2 turns right in immediate vicinity of one another. Well, I'm going to have a look at the next level. See what we got. What is this meant to be telling us? I feel like it's all about undulating, because that's what the logo for this world is. It's a sort of a square wave. And that's very much a square pattern. Oh, it's just, that just isn't. Don't have this 4th rule, which is going to make solving this one very tricky. That would have been amazing, wouldn't it? That would have been absolutely amazing. Right. Any hints? I'm just not seeing where to go with this one. Doesn't like it. Does like it. All the ones around the edge are touching, but I know that's also around the edge. So the only difference between that and that is there's a 4th one. Do you have to go sort of clockwise round it? By which I mean anti-clockwise? Have a good look yourself. Rotational symmetry? No. I am in lots of diagonals. I am wearing lots of diagonals. Is it something to do with diagonals? Is it just symmetry? Is it just... It's... Okay, it's just mirror symmetry along this line. So... Then I don't think this one has a solution if that's the case. Because I'll go there. Then it doesn't matter there, there, there. I don't think there is a mirror solution. Can't go down, so I need to go left, because that will put us the one to the right. Then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't matter. Can't go in, so I have to go out. There, there. I can't go in, I can't go down. So it's not mirror symmetry. Have a good look at myself. That does obey the fourth rule. Mirror symmetry. But I touched... So I just need to find the right path then. So if I do that, that's mirror symmetry. Mirror symmetry. Okay. Can I go outside the path? No, I can't. Okay, so I think I've got all four rules, but I just don't see where to. I might need to extend it. Well, those are bold words. Can I touch two of them? That's going to touch that one. That's going to touch that one. No. Have a good look at yourself. I don't get it. It's not talking about that, is it? That's... Just check this. Can it be mirrored diagonally? So it's not a horizontal mirror. You've got all the rules correct. It's a vertical mirror. Okay. Just how does it work? Oh no. Right, okay. Moving on. Right, vertical it is. So, sweet mercy. And then that'll work. That's so irritating. That is so irritating. Moving on. Thank you for the 100 bits, David, with the cheering! Yay! A pity 100 bits, I imagine, based on that last level. No, thank you very much. Hugely appreciated. Okay, is it going to be a horizontal symmetry this time? Horizontal. I'm calling it now that there's a There's two squares. This is not acceptable. What? So we have to start in a square and finish in a circle. Sorry, start in a circle, finish in a square, and it has to be horizontally symmetric. So there we go. It's just we don't have to hit all the squares. Hang on. So it's not the path, it's just the squares we move through. Oh no. Oh no, it's not quite right. Whatever my rule is not quite right. So that's set of 6. So it's not the path, it's the squares that we go through. It's not the path, it's the squares we go through. It's not the path, it's the squares we go through. I'm doing the wrong symmetry, aren't I? Has to do that. Therefore, I have to get up to that second. Oh dear, no, I don't like that. So that... Okay. Okay, so that's fine. And then I have to mirror that on the other side. It was very sneaky, Neil. I like it. I like it. Why? Oh, no, because I didn't go through that one. So I can't go through that one. So I need to go one further up. Okay. And then that is... There we go. There we are. There we are. Okay. Okay. So I have to go. So this is the mirror of that one. So I need to hit there. If I do that, then that's fine. But then I need to go there, and I also need that one. And I have to finish in a square. So I think it's got to be that. It's such a simple one. Get from here to here. So if I go here, then I also need both of those. So if I go here, I'll also need there, so I'll have to go through there. So it'll be there. There's there. So I'd need to not touch this one. That does not work because there's this one. Okay. Also, why did I start there? Good question. But it's not symmetric. That is very much not symmetric horizontally. So it's a horizontal line, but of course it's vertical symmetry. I've probably been saying that wrong all this time. So if I do that, then I need to hit all those top 6. Ah, like that. There we go. Ding ding. So that is 6, 2, 6, 3. Rotational symmetry. Did anyone ask for rotational symmetry? Don't touch the triangles. Rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry is, and it's the squares you go through, not the full path. Okay, but that is rotationally symmetric along the diagonal. No, that's a different symmetry. Yes, if you rotate that 180 like a crossword, you'll get the same. So if I start here, I definitely need to hit there. If I go down, I'll need to go up. So it's da-da-da. She's done like that. That's not gone. So it's going to be. So it's got to go. Let me just check the symmetry. Yeah, 180. And it's not the path, it's just the end result. That's going to hurt my head. So I can't go for either that one or that one because of that one there. So I have to just nip through the middle. Ah, so there we go. There we go. That is rotationally symmetric. Well, they are in rotationally symmetric places to start off with, so that is a good start. Is that right? Oh, well, sort of. So if I do this, then I need to definitely not do that. Is that going to work? That I think it. No, it can't be. Can't be that. But it can maybe, if I zoom backwards, be that. That feels right. So we've got those two, then the Tetris piece, and then the other two. That was a tricky one. No. That is not. So it's this. I'm trying to think of if I'm constructing a crossword and I put a black square in one place, where's the other one? That's what I'm trying to do. It's not working, but that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. So I have to go through this square because that one's going to be lit up. And it can't go through that square, so let's just do... No. Can't go through this square. That's not right. Yeah, no. Of course. So we've also got to go through this square and that one. Okay. Yeah, okay. Around the outside. But not that one. Not this one here. So if I'm going this way, I'm leaving that one. So that one, no, so this one can't be done. So it would be, and then I can't go up, so it isn't that. So I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. There, that works. Why not? Oh, because I'm finished in the square. No. So if I do that, then those bottom six in that left-hand side are going to go. That's not right. But I'm going to need to do those because of that. Ah, yes, there we go. No, because that one in the top left and there isn't one in the bottom right. Oh no, I could just... No. No. This... it's so simple, I'm just not spotting it. And then that, but then I have to go one more on. So let's do that one. But then I can't do that one because that is that. But I have to hit this one. So I am going to hit there. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to be coming in through there. So I think I do have to hit that one. And remember, it's not the path. It is just the... Yeah, that's not right. It's not the path. It is the end result. So let's try that. Then I'd have to hit there. So that is not good because I've also hit there. So I would need to hit then this, and then I have to hit all four corners. So that is definitely not that. That definitely wrong. Can I do that? Can I just go straight down? No, I can't. I think I do have to go there. And then I have to go around there in some way. Yeah. Not touching that. I can't touch this one if I do that. It's just this bottom one, It's strange, isn't it, David? Yeah, it's a strange little thing. It doesn't mean I have to do it all in one go. At the moment, I am doing it all in one go, and maybe I shouldn't be. Though I really don't think there's a lot else that can be done, actually. That doesn't feel terrible. Can it be something like that then? I need to hit that. Oh dear, all it is just finding the right path. There's no sort of trick to it. It's just finding a path that when you rotate it 180 degrees that goes from here to here and doesn't touch either here or this square here. Okay. No. Oh, but then I don't have to hit that. Then I've already touched it there. Oh, no. I've done this path so many times already, but it's just not working. Because we've got two squares in one corner and one square in a different corner. So let's zoom back out to that. Okay. And then it's all good apart from this square. If that square wasn't there, then I could do it. But if I were to just do that immediately, is there anything I can do? Yeah, that does not work. have to go through the middle if I do that. Oh, it's got to, this is how it has to start. That's obviously not wrong. Not right. I'm going straight there immediately. If I do that, then that causes a block here, so I will need to then double back. Okay. This just feels inevitably wrong in this area here. Because now I have to do that or something like that. I have to go through the triangle. Anyone got a hint here? It's so simple. I just haven't found it. 1, 2, 3. Can't go into the fourth one because this is where the triangle is. Leaving a 2 there feels good. Oh, this just ends up with this one here. And that isn't right. That is very wrong. Okay, what if I end up coming... Okay, I'm going to end up coming back into here through there, I think. Sort of something like that. That's not right, but that's how I'm going to enter the square. Not through the right-hand side, which I thought I'd have to do, but from the left. If it works. Don't think it works. Might do... do that. But then, yeah, to do that I have to go through here, through this middle square, so there has to be at least more than one middle square coloured in, and it just doesn't work. Well, this is an irritating level, given that we know exactly what's going on, it's just solving it. So if we go out of here, then that would be something going from here, there, and up. Okay, so what if it does that? Okay, this... this is terrible, unfortunately, because now I just need to do those 4 top left. You have to leave the circle heading right because of the bottom left corner. Okay. So that's the circle there, so if we leave right, then it's going to touch that and that. So we need at least one of these two, i.e. one of these two, so let's do that. So that's going to be the block of this 4. We can't touch this one. So we've got the 2 diagonals, those are fine, the top left, bottom right. I need to slightly shift how things are going. Neil, can I have the first sort of 2 moves? So you leave the circle heading right. And then, of course, you must go down. What are the next 2 moves, please? Sorry about this. I mean, is it that? Left, left. Okay, but happy with, but you're certain it's you need to leave going to the right. Okay. I mean, that's symmetric right there, but it just doesn't finish in the square. This must be bugging you as well, Neil. That's irritating. That's all good apart from that bottom right corner where I haven't been able to... Oh, if I... No. I absolutely have to hit this one. Absolutely have to. Grrr. Digital David, can you, if you're there, can you look up a level for me? I feel so mean asking. Because I'm not quite convinced that this is right, but I'm assuming it is based on Neil. Dart 639. So if we do that, we can do that. No, we can't do that. It isn't, because I need to rotate. Good evening, by the way. I need to rotate. If I rotate the whole grid 180, then the pattern of coloured squares needs to be the same. But that's pretty close right there. Just need to get the correct answer. What if... Oh, that is unbelievably close. It's unbelievably close. Again, we're just one square out now. And it's a square that absolutely must get filled in. Okay, so let's, whoops, go one there. But no, that can't be right. Because of this square here. Absolutely, David. Yes, fine. We will probably solve it just as you come up with any answers. Oh, so irritating. That's very close to being right. Just need to fill in that and that. Got it. Good. Okay, give me the first 3 moves, please, Digital Davids, from the circle. Right, down, left, down. Okay. What? Why was that so simple when I got the first one? I'm sure we must have got so close to that. Thank you so much, David. I swear we got so close to it. Anyway, so that's 6-3, 6-4. What was this general theme? Oh, symmetries. You must go through the star. You must go through the star. Start in a circle, end in a square, go through the star. And bonus rule. You can, David. You're going to get a cheeky Nando's when next time we meet. I won't give you any cutlery though. You will need to eat it with your hands. But cheeky Nando's it is. Why is this not working? What? Okay, so you only need to go through a square. You go through 1 star. And there's some form of symmetry. There's 2 and 2 there. There's okay. Fine. You know, sort of working on the premise of it being rotational symmetry, which that is not. How do I go through here and get rotational symmetry? This is assuming that I finish in the bottom one. What if I finish in the middle? Straight across the top. I never tried that. You're talking about that level. Yes, yes. What I mean, let's just. That didn't work. That didn't work. That did work. I don't think there's anything else I can try. So I need to go through one of these. So I need to go through 1 star, and it has to be rotationally symmetric. That feels like that's the rule this time. Diagonal symmetry, actually. Diagonal. Symmetry along the leading diagonal. Okay. Except that doesn't work there. Doesn't work there, does it? If I went from there, what could I do? What? No. Oh. Oh. So I don't know why this doesn't work, but it appears to be the path length before and after the star must be the same. Or is it in fact exactly... There we go. The path before and after the star must be rotationally exactly the same. Which is why this doesn't work, because if you rotate this, you do not get that. That is a reflection. But that is a rotation. So that is the same if you rotate it 180 degrees as that. So hit the star, do the same path again, 180 degrees different. Okay, so that's what that's about. So if I do that, then I would have to do that, which is a load of rubbish. Do that. That's not going to work. Ooh, that's... I think it's got a... Ooh. Oh, maybe it's not that at all. Maybe it is not that at all. Because why has that worked? That is nowhere near what I just said. But it does work for those sort of... It works for that bit and then that bit. And then there's just a path to the end. Is it that... No, it isn't that you must turn through it. Because there's your turn. There's your turn. And then just a little bit cheeky more other stuff. It's not that. So, Well. Well, I'm totally puzzled now. Just notice that this star is always on the leading diagonal. But that breaks it. So, that is on the leading diagonal. And of course there's many ones here, so on that I would... Why? See, that one is entirely symmetric about that. This one is not. This one... does it have to be that way? So we're not always returning 180... we're not always turning 90 degrees through the start, because the previous one we just went straight through. The path length was the same before and after. This one, the path length is much longer after. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we got this. Which... is admittedly the same as what we've just done, just multiplied by 2. Can we go through both circles? That is a good question. Don't see why not. Any thoughts on the rule? Any thoughts, anyone? Yeah. I mean, the end result is obviously symmetric because we've gone through everything and it's 3 by 3 square. That is symmetric about the star. Which, I mean, this is also sort of symmetric about the star, I guess. I mean, that's symmetric about the star. Symmetry about the star. Symmetry about the star. So, no. So, if we have symmetry about the star, why hasn't that worked? Or that. Or that. Oh, you need to go through the star. Muppetry. Of course, you need to go through a star, and that star you have to be symmetric about. So... nope. That is... oh, this is irritating. There's a mathematical thing going on here that there's odd, even sides of stuff that I can't explain, but I know something like that's going on. Because we always go. Indeed, Jess, indeed. I did not come here to do maths. There, surely that. Why? No, because of that. That works. Yes. Why does that not work? Why does that not work? Because there's a symmetry there, but what have... If you turn that 180, then... but if you turn that 180, then... what? Wrong symmetry. How can symmetry be wrong? Why is that wrong symmetry? Explain. Bottom corner? Huh? Okay. Why is that wrong then? Oh, there's a Muse fan in the chat from Sean. Why is that wrong? And that just is wrong. Sorry, that's just silly. So it's got to be rotationally symmetric about this. So what is happening with all of this then that has no analogous point outside of it? So we've just got to confine ourselves to this? Why is that? No. The lines don't need to be symmetrical. Just sort of the resulting squares that we have gone through does. So are we saying that we can only visit this 3x3? Because I don't like that if that's the case. I want to visit the rest of it because I don't understand how otherwise. Oh, of course it's that. So simple. Gosh, so sorry everyone. That 3x3 square is symmetric. 10, there we go, we did that one ages ago. 11. Okay, so we don't need this line here. We don't need anything in this column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got to be this one, has it? No, it doesn't have to be a square. It just has to be rotationally symmetric. Okay. So yes, of course, and then that one. So we need one more. So we'd also need that. So that's not going to be any good. Let's try going up here. So if that is there, then I need to get there. So we also need this one for the circle. Let's just trace out. Where is it? It's those two. Oh, so should be that. That doesn't look right. But it is! So that, the path itself isn't 180 degrees thingied, rotationed, but the resulting squares are. Right, last one. We can only go through one square as well. What? Oh, sorry, one star. It's got to be rotationally. Okay. But we also need the square, which in this instance is there. So if we do that, then we need those two as well. So that's not going to work. Doesn't go through a star. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to go through here. That would also. But if I went through one of the stars. Yeah, but I can't go straight out. So let's try that. Yeah, that... Oh, no, that doesn't work because I need to not... So it needs to be something like that, maybe? So I need to mirror that on the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there's enough space. So it'll be those 6 and the bottom. One, but we really need. Yeah, that's not right. Wow, for such a simple grid. That would go through there, so that's not quite right, so let's go through there and then that would end there. So we need to also touch these two, but can't touch that one. Which one can't I touch? Yes, it is that one that I can't touch, so we have to go in around there. So that, I don't think it's that. Any hints about which way to go when leaving the circle? I want to do that. And these are also needed. Can I also do that, which would be this. So if I do that as well, can't do that one, but if I do that one, okay, if I do that, I think that's a good start. Can't be right. That's not right. Right, let's say that it is these two to start off with. So this one is also, so I cannot put anything there, but I need to hit there. Can't go there, must go there. And so let's say that we're going to get in through here, so we're going to get to this thing. So we're going to do that. Okay. Again, that's not what I want to happen. So we've got all 9 in that square, and then we need that set of 6, of which we've got that one, this one down here, and then this set of 4. So it's da 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 da, but I also need this one, these 2, which we don't have. So if I do that, just come around the edge. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be these 5 if I do that. This one, this one, this one, this one. So those 3 that it wouldn't be are this one. No. Oh no, that one. That would be those 3. I would need to leave those 3 the same, which means that I'd have to end there, so that isn't right. I've made an L shape there, so that's not right. I can't do that. Can't do that. So I think I must do that. Any hints from anyone who's got either an answer or has done this before or has just been clever and worked it out themselves? Because I'm irritatingly close. Well, it's 5, is it? Okay. It is 5, but it is from here. Yeah, so these 2 I need to do. I think it's going to be. I think just because that's there and right next to it, it's lulling you into a false sense of security. Let's assume that it is now the 2 far stars. And Teacher David has even confirmed that. See, I was thinking that anyway. Okay. So, let's do. Excuse me. Let's do that and. Well, I can't touch that, so if I were to do that, I also need those 2 to the bottom and bottom right of the circle, which is not possible in this scenario. But if I do so 1, 2. So I can't hit that square. So I've got to come in from the top or the bottom. So do that then. We've been given quite a border, and I think we'll need to use it. I just haven't quite worked out why. So we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we've got that there, 1, 2. So we can't hit that. Okay. We do need to hit that, of course. is here. So 1, 2. So it's this one and this one that need looking at. Can I have a first direction, please, David? Actually, first 2 directions. Because yes. You don't need to use left 3 columns. Ooh, okay. That's actually a really good hint. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I just need to sort of work out how to do it then. It's not that. It's going to be that. No, because I'll hit the... I can't touch this one. I can't touch this one, but I must touch this one. So that is currently fine. 1, 2. So how would I do that? That is that. Which is just another path which won't work. So let's just do this. So that is currently symmetric. And yeah, that doesn't. Something. But the. Yeah. No. It's, can I have the first 3 directions, please? And thank you very much for being here, David. Okay. Can't go there. It's up, right. Mm-hmm. I'll put right down. No. So that would imply that I need these 3. We also need that one, and then we also need that one. So next direction, please. Sorry about this. It's going to be another right. I bet it's a right. So we've got up, right, and then it's going to be down. Ooh, okay. If I do that, no, it's fine. Then it just. Oh, okay. So we've got these 4 that we all need to. So I need to come back round to doing that. Down, I reckon. No. What's the next direction, please? So we've got up, right, down. Up, right, down. Down. Okay. So we're at here. So I think we're going to need to use all of these. And then, but we also need... What do we also need? This, this, and this. But... So that is currently, I think, symmetric. The path doesn't work, but that is currently symmetric. So of course it doesn't work, but what can we do to make it work? So if we go down one further and do that. Yes, that gives us a close. What's the next direction? Sorry, David. So up, right, down. My guess is down. Left. Oh goodness, I hadn't considered that. Okay. So. Okay. I am really struggling with this one. Sorry, everyone. Let's try. It's looking okay. Ish. That, please. That feels right. Yes! And just so I'm sure you have the exact same solution. Hive mind working as one there. There we go. Whew. Last level for the evening is going to be 6-5. Let's get through 6-5. Some form of symmetry. Does not work with that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Can I go through both? No. Go through that one. Let's go through that one. Just one set of rules left to go. And it's going to be a sod. You've got to touch at least one star, right? Okay. Yes, I'm not sure what's going on here. Absolutely not a Scooby. If there's a star there, got to go through a star. So we know we've got to get through a star. At least it's not I'm a Celebrity and there's bugs crawling over it. That's the only thing I can say. Good evening, Shady. Oh, hello. Oh, no, neither do I. How are you, Shady? And is it as hot in Bristol as it is here? I bet it is. And I bet you're the sort of person as well who is not a heat person. Thank you so much for the resub. Yeah, now please help. Help. So, start in a circle, end in a square. Those are fine. We know those rules. But what are the other rules? It is melty. It is very melty. And next week is just looking awful. Next Monday, Tuesday. Go through that. Go through that. Let's actually finish in the square. Finish in the square. Finish in the square. Finish in the square. Come on. Work. Work, you little piece of... Okay. So, first one. This worked. Nothing else did. Because there's only two parts that you can do. Well, I guess you can do that as well, actually. And that. But that worked. Second one didn't have a star, so we didn't need to go through a star. That didn't work. That didn't work. This did work. Oh right. Did you have coronavirus, or did you come into contact with someone who had coronavirus? I'm hoping it's the latter. I have not had it yet. I have no idea how I have not had it. This is not a complaint, but I kind of wish I had had it so that I could be... Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? But if I'm going to get it, I want the non... Oh, yeah. Was it okay, Shady? And I hope you're feeling better now. Anyway, so we got that. We have that. So that is the same shape, but just reflected, and that is not good enough. That appears to be the only path from circle to square that obeys both rules. So that obeys one of the rules. 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 So lots of rules being obeyed, but not that fourth rule. Oh, I didn't get this one to work, did I? Yeah, well, I'm glad that you are on the mend. And indeed, out of forced isolation, which is always a bonus. I quite like forced isolation, I think. Any thoughts on how on a path that I haven't done on this one? I mean that, yeah, of course. You don't go through both, so no touchy both stars. Sort of just that. Didn't do a lot, did it? Which is quite irritating. And this one, yeah. That's the third rule is being obeyed basically all the time. The third rule has not yet been broken. Well, that is exactly what we have to work out, Shady. So there are 4 rules. There are 4 rules that are represented by these circles. The first rule is starting in a circle. Sort of, we've done testing, that's the first one. The rules change, by the way, throughout each set of levels. We're on level 6-5. Ending in a square is another rule. And then we've got these other 2 rules that we need to work out, so we sort of have play around. That is one that doesn't hit this third rule, which seems to be impossible to break on this one. Oh, in that case, rule 3 is you must go through a star. Because this one, yeah. Rule 3 is you go through a star. 1 star, not both. I'm assuming he says checking on this one. You must go through at least 1 star. But what is this 4th rule? That's the difficult one. Colour in all the others, yeah. That was a good thought. And now I'm going to do it again. And again. Because the good thing about this is you can sort of play away and eventually something might happen. It rarely does, but something might happen. I feel like I've tried pretty much everything, but I can't have done. Can't have done. So that obeys 2 rules. That breaks a rule. That breaks rule 3, which is interesting. That doesn't. That does. That does as well. Interesting. So does it go? Is the rule actually go through all stars? So actually, we need to go through all the stars. Oh, and I tell you what, this is the same shape as that. The negative space is the same as that. Is it going to be the negative space is the same as that? The negative space is the same as that. The negative space is a 180 rotational symmetry from what we don't use. So we must highlight exactly half the squares in the grid, and the other half must be 180 degrees flipped. That's what's going on, and you must go through all stars. So that one didn't work because I mean, oh, because we have to go through half. So that should work, because you flip that by 180 and you get that. So the negative space must be exactly the same shape as the positive space as well. I'm going to take that as clever, Shady. We've been here for hours. Almost 2 3/4 hours. So because we know that we must shade this one and this one, we know that we must shade this one and we must not shade this one and this one. We must shade this one, so we must not shade that one. So therefore, it's going to go around there. And then... That looks right. There we go. That shape is the same as that shape. Good, we've got the rules, but now the puzzles get difficult. There you go. Sort of yeah, that is the same as that shape. This is good. This is my final set of levels for today, I should say. Because I need some downtime. I haven't prepped any of next Tuesday's puzzles either, so I probably should do that at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How about that? No. Very much no. That'll work. So the good thing is you do know how many squares you need to shade, because there's a yeah. I've just realised the word shade and shady syntax. Oh dear. Sounds like I'm talking to you. Yes, there you go. There's your 8. So we need to shade 18 of the squares, of which 2 we know that is, so that isn't. We know that is, so that isn't. We know that is, so that isn't. So we know that isn't, that isn't. Whew. Let's get 18. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, let's not do that. So, I mean, that's not... I mean, this feels really close, but can't actually be right, because I need to get to this little thing down here, which is actually quite irritating. So I'm going to have to be doing stuff sort of in... Ah, okay. Let's try that. Here we go. No! What's wrong? 1, 2, so it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What's wrong? What's wrong? I don't see it. Oh, I didn't finish in the square. Oh, it was all right apart from not finishing in the square. Hooray! There we go. I was so concentrating on the shapes that I then forgot that I had to enter the square. There we go. There we go. We are now 45.1% through this game. It's a lovely little game where you have to work out what the rules are going on in each puzzle. There are 12 worlds. We are halfway through world 6, so we've done 65 of the 120 puzzles. So that means we have 55 left to go. They are the difficult 55, of course.